stats versus facts. Ayy, stats versus facts. Ayy, you know where we at on the stats versus facts. Yeah, my boy, hella black. He black. On the stats versus facts. And you might get smacked by the stats versus facts. Ayy.
Yo, what's happening? Welcome to Stats versus Facts. You know where we at, Sports Talk. It's your boy Marsh here with G Money. What's up, G?
You know me, just trying to pay some bills.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. You know what I mean? And we are very, very happy to have us with today's special guest. Goes by the name Playboy Q, as my boy Q. What's happening, man?
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. He's a big NBA fan, wanted to come on here, talk a little noise. We're gonna see what he's got.
She's about to start. Let's get it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Yep. He a daggum Nets fan, man.
Ooh.
Why you gotta say it like that?
He a daggum Nets fan, man. Nah, hey, the Nets are gonna be good. Next gonna be good. We're gonna talk about some odds today. We're gonna talk a little bit about some of the preseason games, and we'll get into a little bit of football, college football. Some good stuff that happened over the week. Baseball playoffs going on. But since we got you here, Q, let's start with the NBA, man. So right now, and G Money, for the odds of winning the NBA Finals this year, Brooklyn has the best odds at 72%. Lakers are second with 17%, and the Bucks are third with 10%. Do y'all think those numbers are accurate? Think somebody's too high, somebody's too low? Should somebody be ahead of either one of these teams? Q, I'll give you the first word.
I like the order. I think the order is correct. I am a Nets fan, but I might want to drop the percentage just a little bit and put a little more on the Lakers, just because me and G Money was talking about the whole Kyrie situation and him might having to miss 40 games due to personal reasons or whatever, and just recent injuries that we've had and lineup changes. We're gonna have to get our chemistry back down. But I definitely have the Nets winning it all. If not, I don't like the Lakers, but I would say the Lakers are the runner-ups. So that's what I'm going with. But yeah, I think the order is correct, definitely.
Okay. G Money.
And 70-something% is pretty high, right?
Yeah.
Man, I guess because the Lakers are just coming together, kind of like how the Nets were last year. So maybe they think they'll need a year to get together fully before they fully conquer the championship. I mean, obviously the Nets, they looked unstoppable, fully healthy. Like, I don't think there was anybody that really could stand a chance with that firepower they had, and they obviously got better defensively as in the playoffs. So it's just like, I'd definitely put them number one. The Lakers, they've got a lot of talent, a lot of things to figure out. But I mean, you got Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Westbrook. You should be able to figure it out. Just he'll make it work. They'll all make it work somehow. So they definitely put them number two. The Bucks are hard, man. Like I like the Bucks. They should have their respect, but I do get a little worried about them. But like the Sixers are gone. I think, man, the Hawks. I think I'd put the Hawks not third, but really close to the Bucks. Because I think they have a lot of players that are very injury prone. I'm worried about Trae Young being small. Obviously, they got Gallinari, Bogdanovic that usually get hurt a lot too. Get a little worried about them, but fully healthy, fully together with DeAndre Hunter, everybody fully healthy, I think they could give the Bucks a run. So,
and I want to real quick, the Trailblazers. I'm gonna give them a little more percentage. I think Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum or they're gonna just say, okay, enough is enough. Let's go ahead and win this championship. So I have them going. What is it? Third round. I feel like they'll make the third round, if not the finals. But it's tough because they're gonna have to get through the Lakers. So that's that. But yeah, put the Trailblazers up there as well.
Well, I would definitely like to say that the Nets percentage is way too high. Having said that, I'd probably slightly have them as my finals favorites. Getting Patty Mills was a big pickup. They're getting Aldridge, who's going to help them. He'll give them probably about 14, 16 a night, kind of somewhat what Carmelo will be doing for the Lakers. Having Durant, Harden, and then if Kyrie pulls his head out, and where they're able to work something out, things will work. You know what I mean? They'll be tough. Lakers will be second. Of course, LeBron, he'll bounce back. Anthony Davis, they have a squad. Kendrick Nunn, he'll ingratiate in there. They have Rondo back. Malik Monk. Who else am I missing? Dwight Howard's back. So they have a little squad. But third, I'm not putting Milwaukee up there. I know they're the reigning champs. That's all fine and dandy, but you lose PJ Tucker, so you lose some defense. I'm still not sold on Middleton. I mean, Middleton's a good player, but if he's having to go up against
There's a Middleton slander, everybody. Middleton slander coming through.
They always say I have a Middleton slander. If he has to go up against Jason Tatum, or he has to guard like a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown duo, something along those lines, it's going to be a little bit tougher for him. Or if they're going to have to go up against a healthy Nets team this year, fully loaded, I don't think they beat them. If Ben Simmons wasn't doing what he was doing, I'd have Philly up there, but they're probably not going to, be able to do anything. So the team that I have as my third team would be the Golden State Warriors. Yes, the Warriors are going to be coming. Curry, Thompson, Draymond, they're getting that duo back. Their trio back, excuse me. They're bringing in Wiseman. Wiggins will be there. Off the bench, they're going to have Poole. Iguodala is back. They have Avery Bradley. I mean, they just I think Jordan Poole, either Poole or Wiseman will be starting coming off the bench, or Looney, not Poole. They're tough. They're going to be tough. They're going to be fighting for, it's probably that number one seed in the West, if not number two, number three. Clippers are gone. I'm not, the Jazz are the Jazz. The Nuggets we'll get into. And the Suns, I don't
the Suns. Are we disrespecting the Suns right now?
No, because as much as the Suns played well last year, they were going to lose to the Lakers in the first round if Anthony Davis doesn't get hurt. Like, let's just call it what it is. They were down 2-1, heading the opposite direction. And then Davis gets hurt. They get a pass. Murray's hurt, so they get a pass against the Nuggets. And then Kawhi goes down against the Clippers, and the Clippers still give them a hell of a series. Kawhi's there. I think the Clippers go to the finals. So that's just my take. So, yeah, I would have the Nets probably at a good 43%. I put the Lakers right behind at a 39%. What is that? 82, and then the rest 18 goes to the Warriors.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, if the Lakers and Nets do meet in the finals, how do you see that series going down?
6 games, either way, but probably the Nets. I don't see it going to 7.
I'm gonna say 7 just to be on the safe side.
Be bold.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side. But
in 3 in 3 games.
We have the 2 best closers in the league, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? So, and we've seen what Kevin Durant does to LeBron. 6 or 7.
LeBron has done to Kevin Durant too.
I would say 6 or 7 just to be on the safe side. I know the Lakers aren't going to go down without a fight. But I see the Nets winning it all right now. If everything everything goes as planned, that's my prediction.
Because I'm going to put it to you like this. So if I'm looking at matchups between the Nets and the Lakers, you're going to obviously have Westbrook guard Kyrie. So they're going to go back and forth at it. Kyrie being a better scorer, better shooter than Westbrook. You're going to have who guard Harden. You know, but on the other side,
no more KCP and no more Caruso.
Right.
Maybe
So
Taylor Horton Tucker.
Nah, I'd probably say Wayne Ellington or Malik Monk probably,
Oof.
which is that's probably not what you want.
Small, they're gonna have to get in the weight room, you know what I'm saying?
And then who's gonna guard LeBron from the Nets? Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant, I would assume, would guard each other, which I would probably give the slight edge to KD.
Well, don't forget Blake, baby. Blake was on Giannis.
So you think Blake is going to guard AD?
I don't know, possibly for a little bit.
I think defensively we can figure something out with the Lakers, but the Lakers, I don't think they'll be able to figure anything out defensively in enough time to beat the Nets in a 7-game series. They might figure it out, but it'll be game 5, game 6, you know what I'm saying? So
I will say this, Rondo might be a factor in there too, because he's known to play defense and D up on some of the best guards. So we got to watch out for him. Patty Mills will get off the bench for y'all, but I think Kendrick Nunn will also get in there.
We have Joe Harris.
Yeah, y'all do have Joe Harris. Marcus Aldridge, we can't forget about him. Y'all have
Cam Thomas.
Yeah, exactly. Cam Thomas is going to be nice.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, and then also keep in mind
Sharp.
the Lakers. Who?
Daron Sharp from UNC, the big with Claxton.
Right.
I think I was watching him play. I saw him when I was watching the highlights. He's a beast in the paint, definitely.
Yeah, from UNC, he is. He definitely is. You're gonna have Howard on the Lakers, and then you're also gonna have Melo. Melo will be a big factor in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You probably can count on Melo for buckets more than in Kuzma.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, if those two teams get to the finals, which we all expect, it'll be interesting. I will say that. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. In both the East and the West, which team from the East and which team from the West do you see most likely to disrupt that finals meeting?
Take a look at my book.
Let's see.
Did you just say take a look in the book? It's Reading Rainbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
For
can't do anything. Anyway.
For the West, I would, and this is just hypothetical, I would say the Nuggets if Dave Murray was playing, if he was playing at full capacity. But since he's not here right now, I'm going to say Portland and the Utah Jazz. That's what I think for the West. Utah Jazz mainly because...
So no Warriors.
Yeah, and the Warriors. But they're not... I have to see them get in motion again. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play in the preseason.
Clay's not coming back till December.
You know, Draymond, he's good. He's a great player, but as far as talent-wise, he'll step it up a lot to be able to really make some to disrupt, you know what I'm saying, what the Lakers have going on. The East.
Let me ask you a question, because you're very high on Portland. So what makes you think Portland's going to get it possibly done? Because what did they add that really boosted them up from last year? Because you lost Melo.
what they added. It's the fact that they've already had it. You know what I'm saying? And you have a closer. You have 2 closers, matter of fact. You have 2 guards that'll give you 40 each on the same night. They got a solid big man, a good backup point guard, and excellent role players. So
Who's their backup PG?
Anthony Simmons.
Anthony Simons. If they hopefully they play him this year.
You know, and so I feel like it's not that they added or lost. They just need to sit down and say, hey, our goal is to get to the NBA finals, you know what I'm saying? And then win the NBA finals. If they sit down and have that on their mindset, each and every one of them, they can disrupt what they need to disrupt in the West.
Offensively, they have a pretty good scheme, but defensively, I don't trust them. They can't stop anybody. And if you go up trying to, they lost to a Nuggets team without Jamal Murray, so that kind of worries me for this year if they have to go up against, let's say, hungry Donovan Mitchell, Gobert, Ingles, Bogdanovich, Clarkson, and even Rudy Gay is going to be there now, even though he's not going to have that much of effect, but he will still have some effect on it. I just don't think Portland has enough to really, really get there. Even Phoenix would give them trouble.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's a bold prediction. We like bold predictions.
I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the Nets are gonna blow through the East. If I don't know, maybe the Heat will step it up. The Bucks.
I need to see what Tyrese Maxey is doing for Philly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, Thibault's cutting that 3-pointer.
Right. Danny Green will be back.
Tobias Harris.
He needs to step the hell up.
Or depends on what they get for Ben Simmons too.
Right. So
that could,
Right. So I agree with you. G Money.
Yeah, I agree on the East. I just don't see any team really stopping the Brooklyn in the playoffs. I just think they have too much firepower.
Yeah, I would agree.
And then in the West, like you already mentioned, the Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Luka doesn't have enough around him.
Yeah.
And I still want to give the Nuggets a little of a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can figure something out with Jamal Murray's absence.
They did pick up Jeff Green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ageless one.
Yeah,
Mike's gonna have a break season for sure. 2020.
Michael Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Bobo, 6th man of the year.
Let me talk about Bobo, man. He just had 5 blocks last night, y'all.
I'm sorry, whoever's listening that I mentioned Bobo.
I'm not gonna go on to. He had 5
go on
blocks.
rant. Go on the rant.
He had 5 blocks last night. Now I'm just saying, I think that they should play him. Obviously, you're gonna need Jamal Murray back to really make a whole lot of noise. But if you play Bo, give him some time. Like give him a chance to work in, and even if you.
Hey, froze talking about Bobo.
Nah.
Here we go.
Next year. Now you're gonna have an opportunity with Murray coming back, being healthy. Y'all might be able to make some noise, but if you don't play him, how the heck do you expect them to be confident? That's all I'm saying. Play Bobo, dadgummit.
The free Bobo shirts are coming out soon, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. It's funny. I never actually heard him talk until today.
Oh yeah.
That's what he sounds like. Okay.
I heard him at the McDonald's game with all them, like Zion's crew, Darius Garland. I think Darius Garland interviewed him.
Okay.
What is Zion doing right now?
Eating.
Get some squats in, Yeah.
I don't know, man. That guy's scary, bro. Like, he's basically 300-pound D-Rose. Like, his torque on his body, like that's a lot of athleticism for that body. Like at 6'6", 6'7", to be like 280, 290.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. the way he moves and elevates at his size is. I don't know if it's meant to be last long, man. I just don't know.
I think he should pace himself. You know, I wouldn't. He already has the talent to be the best player in the league. I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't rush into trying to be that. You know what I'm saying? I would take my time and let it come to me. But yeah, he's stupid athletic. It's just a lot of weight. Like whenever he got hurt, you jumping 45 inches in the air, but you coming down 280 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. And any wrong landing and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think he should really work on? I think he should work on, because we already know he's physically gifted. He should work on his jumper. He should work on his. You already know the Pelicans are going to suck. Just work on your jumper.
Well, to be honest, the Pelicans are gonna blow this. Like Zion and Brandon Ingram probably not gonna be there long term.
I give him a couple more years, 2 years.
You've seen this show before with Anthony Davis, Boogie Cousins.
It would have been good if DeMarcus Cousins didn't get hurt, man. Oh my goodness.
That's a powerhouse, man, for real.
It would have been a fun team because you really wouldn't have seen something like that.
Yeah.
2 inside, outside big men.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but what was I gonna say?
Yeah. But Zion and Brandon Ingram are gone for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But
who's in? What do y'all think about Chicago? Lonzo, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine.
They'll be a good force.
That's an interesting team because that supposedly on paper that's a lot of offense.
Yeah. They don't have a bench though.
I said, "What they missed?" Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Marsh.
Oh no, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just saying we'll have to see how they mesh. Lonzo, he's an excellent point guard. I'm not gonna lie, he's an excellent point guard.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine, he's a flamethrower. He get, you know what I'm saying, he get 8 threes, 9 threes, 10 threes, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? DeMar, that's kind of my issue right there. They would have a big three if Lonzo had a breakout season, but DeMar, I don't know if he's hit his peak already. That's my thing with DeMar DeRozan. The league is moving farther away from the basket. Now you have to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Zion, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Giannis, so on. But
even they still all take threes.
You know what I'm saying? But DeMar, I feel like he's timid on the 3-point line. Like he might have an open three, but he'll rather take a dribble in and mid-range, you know, and he just has to have that that confidence to shoot that shit.
Yeah, we've seen it in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, as Spurs fans, we know.
we've been watching it for a while now. My man is allergic to the 3-point shooter.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you worry about.
I was just saying they don't have a. Yeah, defense. Yeah, they don't have a bench. That's my thing with Chicago, but I could still have them be a 6 seed this year. I think they'll be no lower than a 6 seed, no higher than a 6 seed. So, but I have a hot take for y'all. So, Celtics, right? Some people have them being like 5th. Some people have them being like in the play-in 7th, maybe even 8th. If it doesn't work out for the Celtics this year, I would like to see one person leave, and that person is Jaylen Brown. I would like to see Jaylen Brown go to the New York Knicks. The Knicks can send the Celtics RJ Barrett, and I want to see Jaylen Brown mix it up with Julius Randle, Kemba Walker, and the crew in New York and be able to attract some people later on, or if they're able to get some draft picks or something like that. I want Jaylen Brown to have his own team.
I can get down with that. It's kind of like the Zion, Brandon Ingram. You kind of want to see them on their own teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about the Knicks, but I mean the Knicks would love that. Don't get me wrong.
No, for sure.
I think Jaylen Brown could go to the Hawks, and that would be a crazy. It'd be nice, man. It would be nice. Jaylen Brown's he's really a good fit anywhere, honestly. You know, he's cool. He knows what he can do on the court, and I feel like he leaves it all on the court every game. So he'll shine wherever he's at for sure.
Honestly, if he went to the Phoenix Suns, they win a championship because they're just a Jaylen Brown type player away. And this is no disrespect to Mikal Bridges, but he's not there.
Yeah. Michael is good though. He's a good player. He's a good player. He's tough. He's very tough.
Yes. But the thing with Phoenix is now kind of, to me, entering a Utah Jazz type scenario where they're good regular season, but when you come to the playoffs, even though they did make the finals, now if everybody's healthy, I don't know if they're going to get there. You know what I mean? Because you still got to go through the LeBrons, the ADs, if they're healthy, the Kawhis, the Paul Georges, the Warriors, if they're back and about, those type of teams. They're good, but they just don't have it all, especially with Chris Paul. Bam's still a good point guard, but he's not that shooter, getting you consistent 30 every game. You know what I mean? And DeAndre Ayton is still not there. Because if DeAndre Ayton is dropping 25 and 15 every game, we don't have a discussion. They're probably going to win the championship because that's tough.
I want to see Bam doing that, giving us 25 and 13. If he can do that, they'll go a long way for sure. Jimmy Butler, he has to figure something out. He's a good player.
Stop passing the daggone ball so much.
He decision making, like he'll put himself in a position to score and then stop and look for somebody else. Hey, so what was the point of doing all that? You know what I'm saying? You might as well play ball and try to get you 30 a game or whatever the case is. But you got to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, man. I think that's where Oladipo will help balance them out if he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that here they're kind of been waiting on Tyler Hero and Bam to take that next step.
Right. Yeah, they have a knockdown Duncan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be all right.
I think they need another big man to help out Bam. They don't really have anybody else because when we look at their finals run, they just were outmatched against Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, LeBron.
Yeah.
I just feel like they need one other big man. Like I would like it if Whiteside would have still been there with Bam. I would have been like, okay, you can move Bam to the 4, Whiteside at the 5.
Bam can't shoot though. That's the problem.
He got a little bit of a jumper, and he can handle the ball.
He has a mid-range.
Mid-range
passer. He's a great passer.
Great defender.
Excellent defender, and he's athletic, very athletic. So he.
I don't mind if he only takes mid-range jumpers and then maybe the occasional 3. Kind of like a John Collins, except he's actually able to handle the ball and, a little bit better than John Collins.
I'd rather him shoot than not, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't settle for the drive every time. Go ahead, that mid-range, shoot that fade away. If you're on a 3 and they're not up on you, go ahead and shoot that. I'd rather that than not be shooting.
I think he hit a game winner this last year against somebody from the mid-range. I don't remember who it was. And then he hit a couple against another team. They were obviously just outmatched against Milwaukee. They had no shot of being in that series. Everything went wrong. But, I think they'll be all right. But they definitely need another big to me. But, okay.
So, Jaylen Brown to the Spurs. You heard it here first.
Anywho,
DeJounte Murray, best point guard defender next to him. Devin Vassell, lockdown wing.
That'll be tough. All right, so Q and G Money. Another one from ESPN, guys. They did a survey for the GMs, right? So they had 5 different categories. First one was who's the best point guard in the NBA? 57% said Curry, 17% said Damian Lillard, then 13 for Luka Doncic, 7 for LeBron and Chris Paul.
First of all, LeBron's not a point guard.
You're going to see some of these guys in multiple categories, which I'm like, man, we need to have a serious talk about who's actually a point guard. So let's fix this list.
It's It's pretty much positionless, you know. So
Yeah,
it's hard to like narrow it down positions anymore.
I
I
feel
think guard. I think point guard will be more towards passing.
you.
So I guess you have LeBron in there, but he has the ball in his hands all game, so he ought to have 10 assists, 11 assists. You know, right now I think best point guard in the league is Stephen Curry.
Yep.
Then
We in unison on that. We're in unanimous. Steph Curry #1.
I'll go. I'm
Ooh.
old school. I like Chris Paul.
mm,
I'm an old school kind of guy. I like the Chris Pauls, the
Okay.
Kyle Lowrys, those type of point guards.
Okay.
They defend, they're gonna
Okay,
pass,
fair.
they're gonna spread it, and they know what their team likes.
right.
Floor generals.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll go Steph Curry #1 with you. Damian Lillard #2. Yes or no?
Oof.
Mm,
Definitely probably the clutches of them.
Yeah.
I think
would say
if,
yeah. Kyrie, he's just his own guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you what you need. So he's top 5, but I think Steph Curry's up there, Damian Lillard's up there, Chris Paul. Luke is an excellent point guard. I'm not gonna lie. He can see the floor. He's 6. So I tell you, he's 6'7".
Yeah.
See the floor. He can drive. He can shoot mid range, floaters, fadeaways. I'll probably put a number right now, based off of last season.
Okay. Fair. What about a guy like John Morant? Does he sneak in there?
very underrated point guard.
Yeah.
People see the high
Okay.
flying, they see all the highlights, and they think he's not a point guard. He's actually very pass first.
He's very yes. He knows how to dish for sure.
Are we counting Harden as a point guard?
That's another thing.
I think Harden was score. Harden's a score first. You know, he's a score first pass if I need to. You know, otherwise I'm gonna shoot the 3. I'm gonna get a floater. I'm gonna get to the line. I think that's his MO.
Luka's not the same way.
They're
very similar.
Yeah.
I think Luke is 50-50. I think I'll either pass or shoot. I'm gonna make the right decision every time. Harden, he'll try to get his shot off more.
This last season he wasn't. This last season Harden was very more pass first because his numbers were down. So I'm kind of like,
I mean, but look who he's playing around though.
For sure, I get you, but even at that,
were Curry's numbers down when Kevin Durant came to the Warriors?
They were about the same.
Does Trae Young enter this conversation?
Yes. He's
40
points and 15 assists easily. He's throwing 5-6 lobs a game. He's hitting everybody on the perimeters, backdoor cuts, full court passes. Ben Simmons is a good point guard. He just needs to work on what he needs to work on.
That
guy. He has it, bro. He has it. Yeah. Okay.
For sure. I feel you. Now we got they skipped and went to the small forward. Kevin Durant, #1, 67%. LeBron James, 17% at #2. Kawhi Leonard, 7% at #3. People that also received votes was Giannis, Luka, and Chris Middleton.
Kevin Durant's #1, easy, hands down. I will put Giannis at #2 and LeBron at #3. Giannis at #2 because he knows that he's a small forward. Like LeBron knows that he's a small forward, but he wants to be Mr. Do-It-All. I want to have the assists. I want to be the one making the plays and stuff. I think Giannis, he stays in his lane, so I would put him at #2 and put LeBron at #3.
And kick Kawhi out of there.
Yeah, Kawhi, he doesn't even talk enough for me. You know, I need.
Hey, it's Mr. Fun Guy.
Yeah, put him up there number 3. So.
Man, I don't even know where you're sitting.
Claw.
There. Okay. Then we got shooting guard. Best shooting guard, James Harden, number 1, 63%. Devin Booker, number 2 at 17%. Luka Doncic, number 3, 10%. Also receiving votes, Bradley Beal, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. So you got guys in like 2, 3, 4 different positions. So I'm just like, we need to be consistent here, fellas.
Would you have Luka over Booker? I kind of would have Luka over Booker.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then I would take him out of the point guard because, like,
right. But Luka's natural instinct isn't just score. Booker he's gonna give you 70. You know what I'm saying? Shooting guard wise, scoring guard wise, I would have Devin Booker over Luka Doncic. He's quicker, he's more agile, and he's confident in every shot that he shoots. So I'll take Booker.
If you put Booker on the Denver and you put Luka on the Suns, who has a better chance to win a championship?
Denver, easy.
I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I would probably say Denver.
Luka and Jokic, that's tough, man.
No, I think he said Booker and Jokic.
Yeah, if you switch their teams, Luka and Booker, if you switch them on different positions, whose team is better?
Wait. Hold on. Time out. You're putting where? You putting who where now?
I'm putting Luka on the Suns and Booker on the Mavericks.
Okay. You said the Nuggets. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That kind
my bad.
Okay. Yeah. Booker on the Mavericks, Luka on the Nuggets.
The Suns.
I mean on the Suns. Sorry.
Where would Chris Paul go then?
It basically be Houston version of Harden and Chris Paul.
Yeah, pretty much. I think they might get that's tough. They'd have to knock down shots. I mean, that's pretty much what it would have to be. Guys would have to knock down shots. I mean, I think that Phoenix does go further because they still have the better team, but I still don't know if they win the championship.
Just throwing it out there, just throwing stuff out there. See if it sticks on the wall.
Did we lose Q? I'd put Beal over Luka just for this conversation.
Definitely, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I would have put Luka so high because of his playmaking. You know, like I know these guys can get buckets. Your Zach LaVines, your Bradley Beals, and they're all deficient kind of defense. But the playmaking gives you an extra edge. You know, there's kind of like 3 levels. There's multiple levels of you affecting the game: offense, defense, and passing. Pretty much as simple as terms.
Right. And
Luka can give me 2 of those 3.
Right. And why do we have Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant as shooting guards? Like
they're primary scorers. That's why.
Yeah.
But if we have one and one in the other, like, come on, y'all.
Hey man, we're all trying to get awards here, man. We're all trying to be. I'll get it how I can get it.
I feel you.
If they want to call Durant the best center, man, I'll take that award. 7 foot. I register.
Power forwards, Giannis number 1 at 63%, LeBron number 2 at 27%, Durant number 3 at 10%.
I think Giannis and KD could fluctuate from small forward to power forward, but if we're talking about starting to finish the game power forward, I will go Anthony Davis right now just because he's a mismatch everywhere, and defensive wise, he is a dog. I will have Anthony Davis right there.
He is not on this list either.
That's crazy.
And moved his ass to center already.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did, which is crazy because he is more of a power forward.
Yeah.
I would put Kristaps up there, but I'm on the borderline with him right now. I don't really
Almost
know.
like one step out of the league.
Like he's damn near on the he's damn near on OKC, man. He might get traded to OKC.
For real.
Yeah, that's a tough category. Center's coming next.
Yes, sir. Center wise, we have
Joel Embiid, Jokic,
this thing
Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Jokic number 1, 63%. Embiid 2 at 23%. Giannis at 3 at 7%. Anthony Davis tied with him at 7%. Towns is not on the list.
Mm.
And I don't even see Julius Randle, Zion.
My power forward, baby. Julius Randle.
Yeah. He definitely had a breakout season last season.
Julius, Curry, Chamberlain, Randle III.
Mm-hmm. He went from my most hated player I ever hated to my favorite player like in one season.
For real, because I kept saying I want him for the Spurs. G Money's like,
nah. I've been seeing him spin, turning the ball over so many times. I'm just like, I'm tired. This is it, Julius. I can't do it no more with you. And then I have a bunch of friends that are Knicks fans, and they're like, oh, they're about to get him out of town. And then he had this last season where he almost like starting to get a little MVP buzz. I'm like, oh, hey, Julius.
Hey, like the song said, ballin'.
My man started shooting 40% from 3, turned into like mini LeBron. I'm like, oh, this guy is crazy.
He turned into.
I did love his high school mixtape though. But he's one of the high school mixtape legends.
This is true.
Trae Young is definitely a high school mixtape legend. He's goated. Colin Sexton, Michael Porter Jr., Malik Monk, Derrick Jones Jr. Oh my gosh.
John Wall,
Jason Tatum. Ben Simmons had a stupid high school mixtape. He played at Montevideo.
Yeah, with D'Lo.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that team? Like some of these stacked high school teams. You're like, oh, come on, bro. You've got like
John Moran and Zion played on the same age.
Oh yeah.
What you want to talk about 90 inches of vertical in between two players? Yeah.
So, Q, we do something kind of fun here on the show, man. I want to get to some of the preseason games. I mean, the season will start, so we'll get to talk more about them. I mean, Spurs look pretty good. I like what Primo.
Like NBA champion Spurs.
Oh gosh.
Hey, we just won game, baby. We gotta claim it before it goes downhill.
That's right there, man.
Before it goes downhill, we gotta claim it.
He's a ride or die Cowboy fan too. I mean, I like both teams, but I'm just realistic with it.
Marshall was just like, I hate them. He's like one of those fans like hates and loves them at the same time.
I do love them, but they just piss me off doing stupid stuff.
Like, watch, they're gonna lose. Watch, they're gonna blow it. I can understand the Cowboys. Like, we've been through that. Well, they're gonna mishold a field goal. Here we go.
Yeah, for real. God. But we do a little something if I could find it on here. Damn, I forgot what the hell this what the heck was this one called? We do a little fun NBA trivia, bro. And I gotta find the name of the
bruh.
It was dang it. I had it ready for us too today. There we go.
To be.
I think I found it.
Here we go.
Yeah. I found it. Okay, cool. They changed their damn logo. So pretty much, Q, there were some players and like we'll call it the all alphabet team, like the best players with the last name that begins with, like, let's say C, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Kate Cunningham.
I'm
Let's go.
well, they gotta read. I guess they're gonna have to update the new one because but all right, we're gonna do this one here. Y'all ready? This is category lineups for rappers.
Oh snap!
The
Hold on, my
best.
girl's calling me. I'm gonna have to join back.
Mhm.
Cut it off right here because I know she's gonna come home and wanna.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, Q, man, we enjoyed having you on the show, brother. We might be seeing you. Hopefully, we're seeing you more on the show, man. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, for sure, man. I had a great time. I appreciate y'all boys having me on. And I will see y'all later for sure, man. Y'all be safe. Have a good night.
All right, for
Appreciate
sure,
it.
boy. You too. Brush your hair next time, boy.
No hate from me on the side.
All right, good boy.
All right, peace, man.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, shoot, dog. We have some.
Where we at? Where we at now?
We got some football stuff to get into, bro.
All right, let's get it.
We've there's a lot of good games last week, college and NBA.
What are we talking about?
I mean,
Where we
college
at?
and NFL. Wow, I'm NBA mind. College and NFL. I do want to say one thing before we do start that.
Well, say it, man.
For the MLB, you're right. For the MLB, there was some crazy final day action. Like it was in the AL between the Mariners and the Blue Jays, who were a game behind the Yankees and the Red Sox. If the Yankees and Red Sox were to lose and the Mariners and the Blue Jays were to win, they'd have like some like playoff for the wild card. It would have been crazy. But Yankees and Red Sox ended up winning. So they played the AL wild card game today. And I believe the Red Sox did win 6-2. So they're advanced to the postseason as a wild card to face the number one seeded Tampa Bay Rays, who, interesting enough, was in their own division. Yeah, so that's fun. And then 2 seed, you got the Astros going against the 3 seed White Sox. On the flip side, you had the San Francisco Giants win on their last game of the year to have a 1-game lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers, who won 106 games. The Giants won 107 games, but the Dodgers have to go to the Dodgers host a wild card game against the Cardinals, who only won 90 games. It's crazy. The Dodgers are a 4 seed and won 106 games. Like, what the
Illuminati.
heck? Yeah, it's crazy. And they might miss the postseason because they didn't get in with a wild card. That would be crazy if they didn't. And they're the defending champions too.
Jeez.
But if they do win, then they'll go to play the Giants, who are in their division. Funny enough. And on the other side, it's the number 2 seeded. It's the Braves. No, excuse me, not the Braves. It is the. Oh goodness. Let me see where he at. Yeah, it is the Braves. The Braves are the number 3 seed going against the number 2 seeded Brewers. So that's the other team. That's a 2-3 matchup. So baseball is getting to that postseason. That hunt for October is here.
Yep. I'll check in about World Series time.
Yep.
Pretend like I was there the whole time.
Pretty much, man. Yo, let's. What do you want to do first? You want to do NFL? You want to do college football?
And you choose it. Let me know.
You said.
You choose it, man.
Oh, here we go. Me choose it. I'm looking at college football, so we'll start off with that,
All right,
man.
let's roll.
So there were 1, 2, 3, 4. there are 4 big games against ranked teams, so ranked teams against ranked teams.
Mhm.
And first one, we'll start off with Georgia, 37-0 over Arkansas. They are tough.
They're basically the Ravens back in the day with Trent Dilfer at quarterback.
Yeah.
They're
Seriously.
gonna run the ball, play
held,
defense.
yeah. They've held down their opponents to what? They've beaten their last 2 opponents 99-0.
Yeah. That's wild, man. That's wild
That's
even for
tough.
college.
Yeah, for real. And
And
just
Arkansas is no
dominate
slouch, man. They had one of the top rushing defenses in the NCAA.
for sure. And now they really get a chance their next couple of games are kind of brutal, going up against Ole Miss and Auburn, who are also ranked. Like, it's just
Goodbye, Ole Miss. Goodbye, Auburn. It was nice knowing y'all.
right. I mean, Georgia plays Auburn this week, and then
They barely won against LSU.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Then they get to go up against an undefeated Kentucky team who beat Florida.
Wow, that was probably the wildest game for me. I was super surprised.
Florida was number 10, and then Georgia after that will go up against Florida. So it was fun, nice game. Cincinnati beat Notre Dame 7-9.
Battle of the frauds.
Yep.
Hate both those teams, my heart. Those 2 teams in Oklahoma, I've never hated the 3 teams most of my life.
A&M.
Oh, I already knew they were gonna bounce. I'm just waiting for.
State.
Huh?
Iowa State is another one.
Yeah, you were calling Iowa State for a while.
Terrible. Oregon found out they were actually.
Yeah, they kind of forgot they were good.
Yeah, to Stanford. I was like, okay.
I was like, oh, damn.
Bama manhandled Ole Miss 42-21. A&M lost to Mississippi State, so that knocked them out of the top 25.
Goodbye.
Yep. Oklahoma State surprisingly beat number 21 Baylor. I actually thought Baylor might win that game.
Yeah, they didn't look good. Neither team looked good. Well, Oklahoma State's quarterback had like 3 or 4 interceptions.
Yeah, he had 3 interceptions, but Baylor's quarterback didn't throw a touchdown.
Yeah,
so.
it was not good.
In the game. Nope. Fresno State, they had a little bit of a buzz, ended up losing to Hawaii. Come on.
Oof.
Yeah, that hurts. And other than that, Oklahoma had a close game against Kansas
Again,
State.
they just barely ski by every week.
Yeah, but somehow, how the heck are they still
I don't know.
have the 3rd best percentage of winning the college football champion? Are you kidding me?
If they play Bama or Georgia,
they're getting destroyed.
Like, what are we talking about here?
They're getting destroyed. You know what I mean? Jeez, I don't even think they're going to beat UT next week.
I hope
That'll
not.
be
I hope not.
I love UT to run the table and then, possibly get
That's
themselves
a
back.
game last year.
Yeah. So
4 overtimes.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. And UT's QB is looking all right.
Mm-hmm. They switched quarterbacks. They went from the guy who's getting the buzz from last year instead of they started the guy with probably the most talented recruit and wanted to see what he got, and he didn't really come through.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it doesn't matter. BJ Robinson is pretty much the whole offense.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right on that. Also give a shout out to UTSA, undefeated 5-0, beat UNLV.
Put them in the playoffs.
Early for that one.
No, it's never early, baby.
It is.
This is the year everybody else sucks.
Shoot. Michigan beat Wisconsin. They're still undefeated.
Oh, Michigan State, Ohio State, they all got to battle it out still.
Yep. And these 2 teams that are going to battle it next week is ahead. Iowa, Penn State. Since Iowa blew the heck out of Maryland.
Yeah. They were 4-0.
They jumped Penn State to be number 3. Now Penn State's number 4. So that's pretty much that's playoff implications right there, for, at least for the early. Because after that, Iowa's pretty much got a cakewalk through the rest of their schedule.
They just have to play the Big Ten championship at that point.
Right, which more than likely will either be Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, because I don't think Penn State will get in there if they lose.
Yeah.
So
you got to figure all that out. Even though I do think Penn State should have been just a little thing. The Penn State should have been ranked over Ohio. I mean Iowa. Just because I like that win against Auburn more than I like anything that Iowa's done up to this point.
Fair. And Iowa did struggle against Colorado State, but they did beat the mess out of Iowa State, and they beat Indiana early, which both were not really good.
Yeah, both exposed throughout the year.
Yeah. So now Penn State has the harder schedule. You think if they actually beat Iowa, then they got a little cakewalk against Illinois. They should. Then they still have to go up against Ohio State, a 4-1 Maryland team, Michigan, who's undefeated. And then at the end of the year, they have to play Michigan State along with the Big Ten championship game, which could be against Iowa again.
Yeah.
So, like, we're looking at Penn State. Like, the Penn State schedule this year is, well, for all intents and purposes, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State. Their schedule this year is like an SEC schedule because those 4 teams are really, really tough.
Yeah, they're probably the most impressive conferences right this year, SEC and the Big Ten.
Big Ten, yeah. I definitely would agree with you. So I'm really excited to see that game next week. That'll be it's at Iowa, so Iowa's a 2-point favorite. So yeah, Penn State goes in there and wins that.
Cool.
I mean, obviously they're not going to jump Alabama or Georgia, but they'll be safe for now. But
yeah,
with Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State looming, keep in mind they have to play each other as well. It's going to be exciting. That really, really is exciting. And the good thing for Penn State is that you play those teams not back to back to back. You play them a week, then you kind of get an unranked team. Then you play them another week and you get an unranked team. So you get a chance to prepare.
It's not an onslaught.
It's not an onslaught. To whereas Ohio State now at number 7 kind of gets that until they play Michigan State and Michigan at the end of the year. They got to play those back to back. I believe Michigan State, they play Michigan, then they play Ohio State, and then Penn State. They play Ohio State and Penn State at the end of the year, kind of back to back as well. It's a mess. And then Michigan themselves, they kind of have a similar thing to was Ohio State, where they don't have to, or excuse me, to Penn State, where they don't play back to back to back. Was that Penn State or Ohio State that I said? I think that was Ohio State. No, it wasn't Ohio State. Whoever I said had not the cram schedule. Was that Penn State that I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little confused. Yeah. So, yeah, they're like Penn State. So Michigan is like Penn State, where they don't have back to back to back like that. So they might get a little bit of leeway in there if they're able to, go up and.
They haven't played anybody, right?
Who?
Michigan.
Michigan has played overrated Wisconsin team. And yeah, they really haven't. Their closest game was against Rutgers, where they beat them 20-13. And that was a game their quarterback didn't throw for any touchdowns, but they've whooped Western Michigan. They beat Washington. They destroyed Northern Illinois, and they just beat Wisconsin. So,
yeah, not overly impressive.
Right.
Kind of like the Ole Miss team that was coming into this game.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know. They put a lot of points on like not good opponents, so we didn't know what they had.
Right. So we'll see, man. We will see. Ole Miss and Arkansas play this week. That'll be a fun game. One of those is gone. Georgia, Auburn. I expect Georgia to beat the crap out of Auburn. If Auburn beats Georgia, it's in Auburn. So if Auburn does beat Georgia, there's something wrong there.
Yeah. It's got to be one of those situations like the Alabama game a couple of years ago where they caught the field goal and ran it back.
Right.
Something crazy like that.
Right. Alabama plays A&M at A&M. We expect Alabama to take care of that game. And then Kentucky plays LSU. If Kentucky wins, we could see a Kentucky team trying to make their mark, man.
How high can Texas raise if they win? They beat Oklahoma.
If Texas beats Oklahoma, because right now they're sitting at.
We're at 21.
21. Well, here's the thing. They need Oklahoma State to continue to win.
Mhm.
And if Oklahoma State continues to win, well, they play Oklahoma State the week after, which kind of sucks. So you're going to need some teams to possibly lose this week. If they do and Texas wins out, a one-loss Texas team.
It wins the Big 12. Are they
No
better? A one-loss Texas team that wins the Big 12, are they better than Cincinnati? Would you rank them over Cincinnati?
I'm going to say it depends on where Arkansas finishes, because if Arkansas just finishes way the heck down there,
Yeah,
you might
multiple
put
losses.
Cincinnati. But then again, Cincinnati and I might not even get there, because if Alabama and Georgia win out, they play each other in the SEC championship game. The loser is probably still going to get in.
Yeah, they're both in.
As the 4 seed. And then you assume the winner of the Big Ten will probably get in there.
Yeah.
Like let's say a one-loss Ohio State team gets all the way up in there and they beat Iowa at the end of the year, who only loses to Ohio State. You might see them still both get in there. I don't know if Texas is going to be able to reach all the way in there. BYU is undefeated, so I doubt that they'll get in there.
Yeah.
Maybe if a Kentucky goes all the way and does something, because my whole thing is if Oklahoma beats Texas this week, they'll jump Cincinnati, because Iowa State, someone is going to lose. If they lose, Cincinnati should jump into the top 4. They should, but Ohio State will be on their heels, with Michigan maybe coming in there. It's tough. It's tough.
I feel you. I want them to have like a little tournament. I want Coastal, BYU, Cincinnati. I want all those.
Wake Forest is undefeated too, actually.
SMU. I want them all to fight.
Right. San Diego State. Okay, let me ask you this. Wake Forest, ACC team, right?
Yeah.
What happens if they win out? What happens if they so no matter if they win out, they don't get into the top. Okay.
If Clemson would have been good this year,
and
then they beat them at the end, yeah, you're talking about getting in.
Okay.
Since Clemson's been taking some L's and hasn't looked great, there's really no valued opponent at that point.
True. Like they do play a ranked North Carolina State team, would be 4-1, and then towards the end of the year they play Boston College, who's been good. Had Boston College beaten Clemson this last week, they would have been under.
Yeah, this is a down year for 8. Pretty much the ACC and Big 12 have down years.
Yeah, Miami, terrible.
Yeah.
Miami's terrible. But I will say, Wake Forest QB Hartman, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's having himself a year.
Yeah.
He's having himself a year.
Good for Wake Forest, though.
Yeah, good for Wake Forest. Will UTSA be able to get into the top 25 before the season is over? I don't think so.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
But they're favorites to lose this week. So Western Kentucky.
Yeah, Western Kentucky.
They're tough. They put 31 points on Michigan State this last game. So they win that game, they're definitely going to be ranked.
Yeah. When Western Kentucky,
you'll have other people lose.
I mean, Western Kentucky's a 1-3 team.
Yeah.
So, and the teams that they lost to Indiana 33-31. Army beat them 38-35, and the lone game that they won was UT Martin, which they beat 59-21. So they can put up some points, and it's at Western Kentucky. So yeah, I can see UTSA possibly falling.
Yeah.
That one. But
if they win, they're absolutely ranked at 25.
Nah, still probably not. The reason why I say that is because you have wait a minute, I lost it. You have teams like
Auburn's gonna lose again.
Fair.
Who else? Texas might lose again.
You got a team like A&M, Clemson has the highest vote, so they still might get a shot to be up there.
You know,
I want them to, but I just don't know. They're just not favorable to any Conference USA teams because they just don't play the toughest schedule. But maybe at the very, very tail end of the
yeah, if they're
year.
undefeated, definitely they're ranked.
Yeah, at the very, very tail end of the year, yeah. But before then, I couldn't see it. Now, teams that dropped from the rankings, A&M for Fresno State, UCLA, Baylor, and Clemson. UCLA, they're not they got one vote for being in the top 25. I mean, it was just, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Who'd they lose to again? I forgot. They lost. Oh, they got smacked by Arizona State. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, this is the college football season is looking really good. It's looking fun. Really looking forward to these games next week, for real.
Yeah, man. Every week something new happens. The rankings change a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you love about college football.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I might like college football maybe a little bit more than the NFL, just because of the ranking thing, especially in the game. But it is what it is. Now, we're moving into the NFL.
Let's do it.
We had I think most of the games were pretty close, with the exception of that Texans Bills game.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
And then maybe the Ravens Broncos. Poor Teddy Bridgewater. Golly.
Concussion.
He getting Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But a couple of teams snapped their winless streak. Yeah, the Jets beat the Titans. The Titans should have been.
Well, when we were breaking down that game, we didn't know Julio Jones and AJ Brown were going to be out. That happened afterwards.
Matter of fact, let's look to see how we did. I forgot about that. Let's look to see how we did.
We both were over 500. So
of course.
You were 9 of 16. I was 10 of 16.
Fuck.
So we're just right there.
So you already did the math. Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, we both got Cincy. You said Washington. I said Atlanta. That was a good game too.
Yeah.
We both said Buffalo. We both said Detroit. We were way off on that one.
Yeah. we both not picking golf ever again.
Nope. We both said Dallas. We were definitely wrong on Miami. The Colts came through.
Yeah, Miami's one of the worst offenses in the league.
Yep. You said Cleveland. I said Minnesota. Man, I didn't know Minnesota was going to use this week to stink up the joint.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook just coming back off injury.
Yep. I should have picked the daggum Giants, and I said, you know what, New Orleans. Nope.
You betrayed your Giants.
Yeah, I sure did. We both picked Tennessee. Wrong. Kansas City, we knew they were going to win. We both picked the Rams. We were both very wrong. And I was, cusp of me was like, yo, pick Arizona. I said, nah, I don't trust Kyler Murray. I think he's going to have interceptions. And I remember you were back and forth on this one.
Yeah, as an analyst, I didn't look at the rankings and everything. Both Rams and Cardinals top 3 in passing offenses.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Rams are like one of the bottom teams against the passing, while the Cardinals are extremely better. So if I would have seen that, but I just didn't see that. So that's why that's
okay. And man, AJ Green, welcome back.
AJ Green, gonna get hurt, but he's having a good 2 games. It's gonna happen. AJ Green is destined to be hurt.
Oh my goodness.
He's just destined. But 2 games of over 50 yards and a touchdown. Kind of been that second guy that D-Hop needed.
Yeah, for real.
So
been cool if Larry Fitzgerald were there too.
Oh, Larry Fitz.
Man. We picked you picked San Francisco, I picked Seattle. I had a feeling Seattle wouldn't lose this one and go 1-3.
Yeah,
I was
I just thought Seattle's defense is like Kansas City level. They're at the bottom of the league, so I thought, you know, Debo Samuels, Kittle, Ayuk would do something, but at the end of the day, Jimmy G is worse than I was gonna say Westbrook,
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Kind of when you pick games, you want to go with a better QB. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
and Jimmy G's hurt now too. So
yeah, and that's what I was That's what I was kind of trying to go with. But Debo, he's been balling, man.
Yeah,
Debo's been balling. Metcalf was balling too. Yeah. We both picked the Ravens. We knew that was for sure.
Yeah, Lamar's just a little more can make more plays than Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah. And we wish Teddy Bridgewater the best. You said Green Bay. I said Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh was gonna do something. They went. Yeah. We both said the Bucks, which that was
a close one. We were one field goal away from not getting that one right.
Yeah. And Tom Brady, welcome back, but he was very confused in that game. Bill Belichick had him.
Yeah. They prayed to Jesus. They prayed to everybody.
For
it
real.
Raining. Bill Belichick.
Yep.
It's basically one of the better, Patriots had one of the best defense against the pass, and it was Brady, and I think they're number one in passing.
Right. No Gronk.
No
AB
Gronk.
just got back from COVID, so he was gonna get. Godwin really didn't do much. Mike Evans, it's just
they locked up. The Patriots locked up, but they just at the end of the day, you just don't. Mac Jones is not experienced enough or has enough weapons to really score. They're pretty much like Miami, like they can't really score.
Yeah, honestly.
So
and we both picked the Chargers.
Probably our best pick.
Yeah,
I think everybody was going on the Raiders.
Yeah, Justin Herbert balled out 4 touchdowns, man, or 3 touchdowns. Eckler was cooking. Jared Cook hadn't heard his name in a long time.
Yeah.
Derek Carr had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and not his best game. I mean, the Raiders are still a good team. They might beat them in Vegas.
Yeah, the Chargers are one of the better teams against the pass too. I think they're number 6.
Yeah.
So the way to beat the Chargers as Cowboys fans we've seen is run the ball against them, and if you can't really run the ball, then you're in trouble.
Right. So now there's only one undefeated team, and that is the Arizona Cardinals, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
They're legit. They got playmakers on both sides of the ball. You just worry about Kyler Murray's health long term because he's 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you worry about AJ Green's health, and then their coaching.
Yeah,
and not really good against the pass. I mean, against the run.
Right.
So.
And then you have 2 winless teams would be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Detroit plays Minnesota, so they might actually get a win this week. We'll go over it. And the Jaguars play the Dolphins. They actually could get a win too.
Yeah. Lions did well in the Bears game, but every time they got on the goal, they were in the goal line 3 times in the first half and scored 0 points.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Cowboys of last year.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, well, you should have won this game, but all right, cool.
Yep. So if we're talking overall, I mean, the playoffs were to start today. The Cowboys would actually be they'd be the 2 seed. I think that's probably wrong.
Let's go.
Probably wrong since they lost to Tampa Bay, so they probably would be the 3 seed. But yeah, that's still pretty cool. Did you like this Cowboys game? Did they show you something new or?
First half, very scary. I thought we could not stop Darnold the first half. I thought they were the more physical team.
Mm-hmm.
It looked a little nervous. That if that Dalton Schultz fumble is not called forward progress and we don't keep the ball, the score is probably at least 17-7, maybe 21-7 going in the half.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have CMC, Chuba Hubbard still was pretty effective against us. But then towards the end, we started to get pressure on Darnold. And that carried over at halftime. We made some adjustments. We were able to stop them, score, stop them again, score, and then the interception started coming. Third quarter pretty much did them in.
Yep, pretty much. But my one takeaway is the Cowboys just do not seem to like putting people away. And that has been my issue because you're up 33-14, went up, I want to say 36-21 after you kicked that field goal. But I mean, they scored, they made it an 8-point game. And if you don't get that conversion with that nice, sweep from Zeke to Pollard, you might have to punt and then give them a shot. Their offense was rolling.
Yeah.
So it got a little bit scary there at the end. And if you're going up against better teams such as the Packers, you're probably gonna have to face Tampa Bay again, maybe. You can't do that. You can't give them an opportunity to come back in the game. You got to put those guys away and continue to score.
Well, that's why they're not going to win the Super Bowl. That's why we've been talking about them not winning the Super Bowl, is because their defense is not. You're never safe with that defense.
No.
And I just don't. At one time, there's going to be a team that just is better than us and offensively, and that we're in trouble.
Yeah, and that's quite a few teams in the NFC right now. Like I take the Cardinals, I take the Rams, I take the Bucks, I take the Packers. I don't know if I take Seattle. That'd be a close game, but there are at least about 4 or 5 teams that I would take before the Cowboys in the NFC. Overall, in the whole NFL, I mean, if you talk about from the AFC side, even though Kansas City is at the bottom of their division, I still might take them, especially them getting Josh Gordon. Could be mean. Who else am I missing? The Ravens, because they can run. We're actually okay on the run, though. That'd be a toss-up, too. The Bills, that'd be a good game. I think we play them this year, don't we? We play the Bills this year.
Check.
No, not this year.
No, we play the Chiefs, the Raiders.
They play the Patriots, but not the Bills.
Cardinals.
So
we're going to play some high-power offenses coming up.
Mm-hmm. So, definitely a nice little 3-game homestand before I'm going on the road for a couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time the Cowboys play the Chiefs, realistically, I can see it being like 8-2. Or what is that game? What game is that? Game 9 when we're playing them? 7-2 by the time we get to the Chiefs. So I feel like we're either going to lose a weird one to the Patriots or maybe a weird one to like the Vikings or something like that.
Like if you have one of the worst defenses in the league, I'm talking about the Washington Reds, the Washington football team. I'm talking about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, I'm just saying before we get up to Kansas City.
I'm just saying if you're one of those teams that have the worst defenses, you cannot be counted on from week to week.
Yeah.
You can lose at any possible moment.
Right. I agree. So I'm liking it. I expect the Cowboys to beat the Giants next week. The Patriots, that's a little weird one. Vikings can be a little weird one. I expect us to beat the Broncos with no Teddy Bridgewater. Expect us to beat the Falcons. Yeah, and then Kansas City Raiders. That's when we're starting to be like, okay, we might get a couple of losses there. Saints, they always kind of weird. Washington, we got to give them some payback, and then you're going down towards the end of the season. Got to go to New York, Washington, Cardinals, Eagles. Like this.
I just can't believe the Saints lost.
Yeah, I know.
After that, I was like, I'm not really worried about them anymore. They're too conservative of offense.
Right. So Greg is up on me 10-9 right now. Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep a tally for the rest of the season. Winner will get. We'll figure out what the winner gets. So we'll go with that. You ready to do some predictions for this week, man?
Let's do it.
before we close this thing out. Or was there any other games that you wanted to discuss too?
Let's see.
That kind of stood out for you.
I know we had talked about just Baker, just not being that guy. That's about it. Yeah.
I do want to give a nice little shout out to the Bengals. I mean, they're obviously probably not going to beat the Packers this week.
Yeah.
But being 3-1, you know, our man Cutman was pretty happy. He's like, this is probably the best I could have hoped for, you know, from the start of the season. I said, yeah, man, you know.
A little bit of a tough though. Carson Palmer went on a radio show and said, or a TV show and said that he's a Cardinal. He'll be recognized as a Cardinal.
Well,
So there goes one of your there goes one of the Rushmores on the QBs for the Bengals.
hey, he didn't win a playoff game because he was under Marvin Lewis. So hey, it's only
Because now it's just going to be Andy Dalton, Boomer Esiason, or no, yeah, Boomer, and now probably Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I'll tell you this: if the Bengals beat the Packers this week, man, watch out.
They're gonna have to run the ball with Mixon.
Yep, this is true. And maybe get Samaji in some touches.
Samaji P-Rod?
Yeah, man.
Where's that man been at?
I believe he's still with the Bengals.
I haven't seen that man in a minute.
For real. He used to be cold in he's still with the Bengals. He used to be really, really cold in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah.
Yeah.
He had that like 500-yard game or something like that. Like, I don't know why they don't really use him. But anyway, all right.
Big
Let's
bowling
get
ball.
Rams Seahawks. This is in Seattle. The Rams are a 2.5-point favorite.
Put me down for the Rams.
Put you down for the Rams. Okay. Oh, man. For this one, this is a Thursday night game.
Quick turnaround. In Seattle.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
All right. 12 man.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks to go 3-2. I think this kind of puts the Rams down a little bit where they're going to have to regroup.
Okay.
Is that one? Jets versus Falcons. Atlanta is a 3-point favorite. It's in Atlanta.
Want to pick this game? Jesus, man.
Give me the Jets, man. Huh?
Who are the favorites?
The Falcons, a 3-point favorite. But give me the Jets, man.
God.
Give me the Jets. They're gonna get some
give
momentum.
me the Jets. I saw enough little flashes from Zach Wilson to give me hope. Falcons, their defense is terrible.
Yeah. Jets. Lions and the Vikings. This is in Minnesota. Minnesota is a 7.
Wait, give me the Falcons. Give me the Falcons.
Give me the Falcons? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God. I don't want to. I feel awful. I got to take a shower after this. It's dirty. I don't think we got to talk about the Texas game, do we? There's some awful games, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I missed that one. Bengals Packers.
Bengals Packers.
Put me down for the Packers, man.
Yeah, give me Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Talk about we overblow that game, right? The beginning of the season. Green Bay and the Saints.
Yeah, I think
the
we
opposite direction.
I think we all kind of knew that. I mean, it was kind of the same when they got blown out by the Buccaneers, or when the Buccaneers even got blown out by the Saints last year in that first game. We're just like, okay.
Yeah, everybody was just like, Jameis is back, franchise Jameis. Aaron Rodgers is done. This is it. And then, boop.
Yep. Lions versus Vikings. Minnesota, 7.5-point favorites in Minnesota.
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I think I might have to go with that one too.
It's golf. It's the Lions. I don't really like either team, but
yeah. Broncos Steelers in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 1-point favorite. I give Pittsburgh this win just because no Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, Drew Lock.
Yeah. You got Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Ooh. Broncos defense is kind of nice though.
They are.
God, Steelers so bad. They're at home. Give me the Steelers. Little Pittsburgh.
Facts. Dolphins, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a 10-point favorite.
Oh, you know how it's going.
Yeah.
You fooled me one time, Jacoby Brissett. You won't fool me again.
Right.
I was like, why did I bet on Jacoby Brissett and Malcolm Brown as my best play? Like two running back quarterback combo last week. I was like, so disappointed.
Yeah. Saints, Washington football team. It's in Washington, D.C. Saints are a 1.5 favorite.
Give me the Saints. Wait, who did Saints lose last week?
The Giants. I'm going with the Washington football team. Heineke is nice, dog.
Yeah, he's a gamer, man. This is one of those games.
Was it Gibson, McLaurin, and
Logan
McKissick?
Thomas got hurt though.
Who did?
Logan Thomas, their tight end.
Yeah. But the way McLaurin is balling right now,
Yeah.
Heineke is throwing it to him. McKissick's getting involved. They're kind of rolling, and their defense is not bad. Not as good as it was last year, but.
Godly, this is. Where is it at?
Washington. It's in DC, rather.
Who they play again?
Saints. Saints are a 1.5 favorite.
The Saints don't have any weapons outside Kamara.
Right. Michael Thomas is anyway.
He's done. Pretty much just him and Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Saints should really be 3-1. They shouldn't have lost that game. Giants.
God.
You want to come back?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back to that one. Eagles at Panthers. Panthers are a 3.5 favorite. Carolina, I should say.
Defense was impressive. Carolina.
Jalen Hurts looked off. He
looked better than last week.
Right.
Can he scramble and make enough plays to win?
Against Carolina, no Christian McCaffrey still, but more in
Eagles defense is better than the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Is it at Philly?
In Carolina. Yeah, it's a tough one for me too, man.
Golly, man, these are splitting hairs. Give me Carolina. Just because I think it's more emotional. I just hate the Eagles. Sorry, Gochi.
Right. Yeah, I might have to go with Carolina. I think they'll pull this one out. Titans Jaguars. It's in Jacksonville. Tennessee is a 4-point favorite.
Are they gonna have AJ Brown and Julio, or are we gonna go another round with just
It's a good
Nichols?
question.
Their backup running back was their number one receiver.
Brown and Julio are questionable, along with Bud Dupree, Caleb Farley, and their punter Brett Kern.
Fun fact: Tannehill's the number one sack quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
Jacksonville.
Urban Meyer thing just happened.
Woo!
Oof. I hate these games, bro. Give me the Titans. I'll just double down on Henry.
Yeah,
Even though they lost to the Jets, bro.
I know.
That was disgusting.
Yeah.
Really? The Jets?
Mm-hmm. Patriots, Texans. New England is a 9-point favorite. It's in Houston. I'm going with the Patriots, boy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Texans is just ready to give it up, ready to go on vacation.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna make a change here. I'm gonna go with the Eagles over the Panthers, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Jalen Hurts moves around the pocket and makes enough plays.
Goddard, Ertz, get them in,
Yeah.
in sync a little bit. I'm gonna go with Philly, dog.
Not
Coachy,
mad
I
at
got
you.
you, man.
I'm not mad at you.
I got you. Bears versus Raiders. Raiders are 5.5-point favorites in Las Vegas. Raiders
The
winning.
Raiders.
Tough, yeah.
Justin Fields looked better than his first game he came out, but they lost David Montgomery for a couple of weeks now.
Now they're saying Andy Dalton's still the number one quarterback. I was like, okay.
Yeah, when he comes back, when he's healthy, he's gonna come out. Bro, what are we're past that ship already.
Yeah, for real.
Raiders defensive line against the Bears depleted O-line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take the Raiders.
I likewise. Browns, Chargers. In San Diego, Chargers are a 1.5-point favorite. I think every time the Chargers have a home game, I mean not San Diego, in Los Angeles, excuse me. Every time the Chargers have a home game, I feel like the other team has more fans. It's crazy.
Yeah, basically. Give me the Browns.
Give you the Browns.
Yeah.
Ooh. Cleveland. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Just because we know that Chargers are good against the pass and bad against the run.
Mm-hmm.
Browns have the number one rushing attack.
They do, and their defense is pretty stout as well. But I think
Defense top 3.
I think Herbert is going to be able to make a few more plays.
Hey man, he's legit.
He is. He is. Dolphins made a mistake by drafting Tua. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Giants, Cowboys in Dallas. Dallas is a 7-point favorite. I gotta go with Dallas. Come on,
Give me the Giants.
for sure. You want to put you down?
Give me the Giants, man.
Okay.
They're basically better than the Carolina Panthers offensively. They just threw for 400 yards on a better defense than the Cowboys. Darnold was able to run a lot on the Cowboys, and Daniel Jones can run. So,
Okay.
give me the Giants.
Okay.
And a shocker.
I'm doing the Cowboys just because Cowboys always tend to lose like the second one or have a harder time when they go to New York.
Yeah.
The Giants tend to have a harder time here, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
If
they get the takeaways, I mean Daniel Jones don't give the ball away, so
true.
If the Cowboys get 2 takeaways, they'll win. But if the Giants play mistake-free football, they should win.
True. And keep in mind, G Money is still a Cowboys fan. He just
No, I think the Saints game was a turning time in the Giants season.
A turning point.
Yeah, I think that will be a turning point. I think they'll turn it around. I saw a lot of good things from them. I'm on board.
That's why I said they could win the NFC East. I just don't see it. Now
They're gonna start putting it together.
We'll see. We will see. If they do, remember, you're the one that cursed the Cowboys. Not me. Come after him, Cowboys fans. Not me. 49ers, Cardinals. It's in Arizona. Arizona's 5.5-point favorite.
Give me the Cardinals. Oh, Jimmy G got Trey Lance out there.
Oh, Trey Lance is gonna be out there this week.
Yeah. Jimmy G's gone for like 3 weeks.
Oh, because that's right. He did get hurt. Ooh. You know what? Let's go San Francisco.
Yep. Be a little feisty.
Let's go San Francisco. Let's see what Trey Lance can do. Wait, I don't even remember when Jimmy G got hurt last game.
I'm trying to remember. Was it right before halftime?
Okay. Let me give Trey Lance a chance. Bills, Chiefs. Kansas City's a 2.5-point favorite. and Kansas City. That's the Sunday night game. I'm just not really. I mean, the Bills just haven't been a team that's really impressed me. Like, I get that they're 3-1,
Yeah.
but I'm like, y'all beat Washington, y'all destroyed the Texans and the Dolphins. Those are all teams that should have beat, but you still lost that first game to the Steelers.
The toughest part is if you
I
told
mean, don't get me wrong,
me
they blown up last.
if you told me that Josh Allen was playing on top of the game and they were 3-1, yeah, I would take the Bills. But Josh Allen has struggled, and that's been kind of like the low key people haven't been really talking about.
True. But Kansas City is one of the worst.
Yeah, they have the worst defense in the league.
Yeah. Although I think this should be Josh Gordon's first week, hopefully.
Might be his first game, yeah.
The first game. I want Marquise to suffer. All that crap and all that happiness he had. The daggone Chiefs and Lakers winning last year, the year before, whatever. Man, give me the Bills. I didn't want to. Yeah, give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
And Keith would be like, keep the same energy.
She has such a worse defense. It's so like it's like picking against the Cowboys, right? It's like they have the worst defense. Like if a team does not turn the ball over, they should be able to score and move the ball on them.
Yep, that's
so
true.
It's just like,
and then last one, Colts versus Ravens in Baltimore. Baltimore is a 7-point favorite. That's the Monday night game.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Yep, give me the Ravens as well.
Colts show a little bit of life, but it was against Miami. So,
oh yeah. So that
life
is how
against the lifeless is not. Which one did I skip again?
You skipped the the Saints versus the Washington football team.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless America. Saints are going to try to run the ball. They should have run the ball pretty successful.
Mm-hmm.
Heineke, Saints passing defense is bad. Heineke's kind of on a roll.
Washington.
Huh?
It's in DC.
And in DC, there's like the fans. Give me the Saints.
Okay.
It's tough going against the Heineke train.
Yeah, I feel you.
He's just a gamer, man.
He's nice, man. He's nice. Well, before we get on out of here, last thing I want to say, how's your fantasy football teams looking like?
I think I took some L's this week, pretty hard L's all across the board.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, tough week. CMC's out. Some of my teams. Who else went down that was needed? Pretty much CMC was hurt. There's always somebody getting hurt on my teams. They're just taking me down.
Well,
see who didn't perform for me. Oh, Josh Jacobs was, I didn't want to play him because he didn't have to play the late game. And if he was a scratch, then I'd get 0 points. So I opted to put someone in, but I should have just waited for Josh Jacobs. That hurt me.
Right.
What about you? How'd you do?
Oh, I'm 3-1 in both of my leagues. Just
there you go.
Cowboys. Yeah.
I won this league.
And to be quite honest with you, this was a horrific week for me, man. I only put up 89 points in one league to beat the other guy who had 86. And the other guy that I played had Aaron Rodgers on the bench, who would have, he played better than Tom Brady. And he also had Cordarrelle Patterson.
Okay. He went off this week.
Yes.
He was basically like if you put like Antoine Bolden with Derrick Henry, like
yeah.
He's just big and runs the ball.
Yeah, and he's actually had some good, he had some good weeks, believe it or not. But he really went off this week. So it's funny, both leagues that I played in, neither one of those people played him. So I won, but yeah, this was not a good week for me. DeAndre Hopkins didn't have the best week. Chris Godwin didn't do anything. Chris Carson, bad. Kelsey, bad. Waddle, bad. The Rams lost me points. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
2-2, like in 5 leagues.
I'm 3-1 in both of my leagues, man. Mahomes came through, and I wised up, and I played James Robinson.
Oh yeah.
From Jacksonville, so that really helped me out. But
I'm 3-1 in that league that we're in together. With
the
the Brand Areas.
Chum Bucket League.
Yeah. I barely beat the Alamo City Banditos by 3 points.
You're 2-0 Spurs and 4, right?
Yeah. Shout out DJ Moore for going against the Cowboys. Start all your players against the Cowboys.
For real, man.
You're gonna get points.
Yeah. Damn, y'all. The quarterback was close. He got you on that. That you got him on that one. That DJ Moore really helped.
Yeah, DJ Moore going off.
That really separated because he got you in damn near every single other one, except for that and the kicker and the quarterback slightly. Wow. Had he played Galladay, ooh, he might have got you.
Yeah, he definitely gets me if he plays Galladay.
Yeah.
But
and
sucks to suck, man. Later.
And Gronkowski didn't play either. Yep. Wow, that's tough. In our other league, you lost in that one.
Yeah, did I get smoked or how was that? Did I lose by a couple?
I barely won in that league.
Oh, you beat our guy Tweezy?
I beat our guy Tweezy by 2. He had Patterson again, dog. Or he had Patterson and didn't play him.
Hurts going against the Kansas City Chiefs hurt me.
Yeah.
They're bad defense.
You had Tannehill, who actually outplayed Herbert. For some reason I decided, I'm gonna grab Peyton Barber and try to run the train. He didn't do that. I played him over Antonio Brown, who actually played okay.
Yeah.
And then Deshaun Jackson didn't do jack for me. Travis Kelce didn't do jack for me. But Tampa Bay was my second leading scorer. The defense, they got me 30 points, dog. That's crazy. Can you imagine your defense is your second leading scorer in a fantasy?
I think that happened to me one time. The Saints Green Bay game. I had the Saints.
Oh yeah.
They went off, dropped like 80 points for me.
Yeah, the only week I lost was week 2 when I got absolutely destroyed. Just like,
then you barely beat me week 1, right? I just needed the Lamar Jackson a pass, something, a breath.
Oh yeah.
And he fumbled instead.
Yep. And what's funny about that one is Tampa Bay was my leading scorer in that week too. The defense, that's crazy. My defense is just, they're stout. And then another week they only got me 1 point. It's so great. That's the week they lost to the Rams. Yeah.
This league is tough because there's like 16 or 16, 19 deep or something. Like there's no hope. There's no hope on the river wire.
And you have to play a rookie every game.
Yeah.
Which mine is Roundtree, which
scared me.
He actually got 10 points this week. I was like, okay, we're making progress.
We're moving the right way.
Yeah, moving the right way, man.
Tough to pick a Jet.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that's gonna do it for this episode. It was a little long today. What? About normal, actually. About normal.
About 6 hours. That's it.
6 hours. 6 hours. 6 hours.
little light work.
Light work. We thank our man Q for coming on with us. Hopefully,
Playboy Q.
Playboy Q. As always, follow us, Stats versus Facts Sports.
Got that right, Spurs versus everybody, baby.
On Instagram, Twitter, and then on YouTube and Spotify, Anchor, Stats versus Facts Sports Talk. You ain't got that VS. You already know you listed to some BS.com.fm. That's right. And follow the brother show, Spurs versus everybody, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter. You know what I mean? Wherever you get your podcast. You know,
Fun team this year, so be listening to our thoughts.
Man, there might be a little bit of hope.
A little frisky, might be a little frisky.
A little frisky. Definitely, we want to talk about Joshua Primo.
Primo the God.
And, DeJounte and Derek White and all them and Landell. And we'll talk about the whole thing. I'm not
whole squads.
Whole squads, man. But for G Money, it's been your boy Marsh. You already know what time it is for me.
Oh, sponsors came through.
Yep, they came through.
Let's go.
Much. And we will catch y'all next time on that.
Stats versus facts. Ayy, stats versus facts. Ayy, know where we at on the stats versus facts. Yeah, my boy, hella black. He on the stats versus facts. And you might get smacked by the stats versus facts. Ayy.
We will catch y'all next time. Peace.
Don't get smacked.